Can we truly get to the bottom of Elijah Blue Allman's latest arrest and reported burglary charge before the news cycle shifts and the story fades into the background? That's the question many people are asking as headlines circulate and speculation grows. Elijah Blue Allman has lived much of his life in the public eye not only because of his own work as a musician, but because he is the son of two legendary artists, Cher and Gregg Allman. With that kind of lineage comes attention, expectation, and often intense scrutiny. Every personal development becomes amplified. Every challenge becomes a headline. Recently, reports surfaced claiming that Elijah was arrested in connection with an alleged burglary. According to early media coverage, law enforcement officials accuse him of unlawfully entering a property. However, the precise circumstances surrounding the alleged incident remain unclear. As is often the case in the early stages of legal reporting, details are limited and evolving. It's important to pause here and emphasize a key principle: an arrest is not a conviction. Allegations are claims that must be proven in court. The legal process exists specifically to determine facts, weigh evidence, and ensure due process. Until a case moves through that system, conclusions should not be rushed. That said, the situation has understandably generated significant interest. Elijah's name carries weight because of his family's musical legacy. Gregg Allman was a founding member of the Allman Brothers Band, a cornerstone of Southern rock history, whose influence shaped generations of artists. Cher remains one of the most enduring and recognizable figures in pop culture, with a career spanning music, film, and television. When the child of two cultural icons faces legal trouble, public attention intensifies. Reports indicate that the alleged burglary involves claims of unauthorized entry into a property. In many jurisdictions, burglary charges typically hinge on two primary elements: unlawful entry and intent to commit a crime inside. Proving intent is often a central legal question in such cases. Without full access to official charging documents, it remains unclear what evidence authorities are relying upon, or what specific allegations have been made. Another layer to this story involves Elijah's past. Over the years, he has spoken publicly about struggles with addiction and personal challenges. Those disclosures have shaped public perception. When new legal trouble arises, many people instinctively connect it to prior difficulties. However, each situation must be evaluated independently. Past hardship does not automatically define the present case. Public reaction has been mixed. Some express concern and sympathy, viewing the arrest as another chapter in a difficult journey. Others focus on accountability, arguing that personal background should not influence legal consequences. Social media commentary reflects both perspectives, often in emotionally charged language. The speed at which this news spread highlights how modern media operates. Within hours of initial reporting, the story appeared across entertainment outlets and online platforms. Yet official statements from law enforcement or court officials have been relatively limited. That gap between viral headlines and confirmed detail often creates confusion. To truly understand what is happening, it's crucial to rely on verified updates rather than speculation. Arrest reports sometimes change as investigations continue. Charges can be reduced, amended, or dismissed depending on evidence and legal review. Without access to complete information, early narratives may not reflect the full picture. If prosecutors decide to move forward, several potential paths could unfold. Elijah could contest the allegations in court. There could be plea negotiations. The case could result in diversion programs, particularly if mitigating factors exist. Alternatively, evidence could emerge that alters the direction of the case entirely. At this stage, it is too early to predict the outcome. The broader context of celebrity family dynamics also plays a role in public fascination. Growing up in the shadow of iconic parents can create unique pressures. Expectations may be higher. Privacy may be limited. Mistakes can become magnified in ways that ordinary individuals rarely experience. While that context does not excuse alleged wrongdoing, it does shape how stories are told and perceived. There is also the human element. Legal trouble can be stressful and destabilizing for anyone. When combined with intense media coverage, that pressure multiplies. Even unproven allegations can affect reputation, relationships, and mental health. For those following the story, it's important to distinguish between confirmed facts and ongoing investigation. At present, what appears established is that Elijah Blue Allman was arrested in connection with an alleged burglary. Beyond that, much remains under review. No conviction has been announced. No formal sentencing has occurred. The case, if formally charged, will proceed through established legal channels. It's also worth noting that high-profile names do not guarantee special treatment, but they do guarantee heightened visibility. Every court appearance, filing, or procedural update will likely be reported quickly. That visibility can create a perception of drama even when the process itself is routine. Another question many are asking is whether family members have responded publicly. As of now, there appear to be no detailed public statements directly addressing the reported arrest from Cher or representatives connected to the late Gregg Allman's estate. Silence in such situations is not unusual. Families often allow legal matters to unfold privately before commenting. If you're trying to stay informed before attention shifts elsewhere, the best approach is to monitor official sources. Court records, law enforcement statements, and credible news organizations will provide updates grounded in documentation rather than rumor. Stories involving celebrity offspring often evolve quickly and then disappear from headlines just as fast. But legal proceedings move at their own pace. Even after media attention fades, the case itself continues through hearings, motions, and possible trial dates. The central takeaway right now is caution and patience. Yes, reports indicate an arrest tied to an alleged burglary. Yes, Elijah Blue Allman's background and family legacy have intensified public interest. No, the legal outcome has not yet been determined. As more information becomes available, clarity will increase. Until then, approaching the story with measured perspective is the most responsible course. The news cycle may move quickly, but the truth of the matter will ultimately be decided in court, not in headlines or comment sections. Thanks for the watching and subscribe.